Close your eyes again and listen to the rest of the story, the final part. Night slowly arrived in the jungle. The sky changed from soft orange to deep blue. But the darkness didn't feel frightening. Instead, it felt calm, peaceful and relaxing. The jungle began to fill with gentle sounds. Insects started their slow evening songs. Leaves moved softly whenever the warm night wind passed through the trees. And everything around Niku, fireflies appeared. Tiny golden lights floated slowly through the air. Blink, pause, blink again. It looked as if hundreds of tiny stars had come down from the sky to visit the forest. Niku continued walking beside the river. The turtle moved slowly ahead of him, just as it had done all day. The glowing fireflies helped light the path. Their small light reflected on the water. The river looked like a long ribbon of moving gold. The jungle around them slowly changed. The trees became older and older, much older. Their trunks were thick and wide. Some trees were so large that many people would need to hold hands to walk around them. Their roots stretched across the ground like ancient wooden roads. The turtle walked toward the largest tree of all. Its roots rose high above the ground. They formed natural walls and small hidden spaces between them. At the center of the roots, there was a small opening. Water from the river gently flowed into it. Niku stepped closer. Inside the opening was a small spring. Clear water slowly rose from deep under the earth. Then it flowed quietly back into the river again. The surface of the spring was perfectly calm. Fireflies floated above it. Their light reflected beautifully in the still water. The turtle slowly moved beside the spring. Then it stopped. It rested quietly near the water. Niku sat down on one of the large tree roots. The place felt ancient, very, very old, very peaceful, almost sacred. For a long time, Niku said nothing. He simply listened. He listened to the soft sound of the spring, the quiet insects singing. The leaves moved far above in the night wind. Something inside him began to feel very calm, very still. Then he slowly understood something. The turtle had not been leading him to a destination. It had been guiding him through the quiet heart of the jungle, showing him peaceful places that many travelers never see, places where nature moved slowly, when the world felt calm and patient. Niku leaned back against the warm tree root. The wood still held the warmth of the day. Thousands of fireflies floated through the air around him. Sometimes they gathered together like small glowing clouds. Then slowly they separated again, each one moving peacefully through the night. The river reflected their lights like a soft mirror. The entire jungle seemed to glow. It was quiet, comfortable, safe. The forest itself felt alive. Breathing slowly, like a giant sleeping creature. After a while, Niku gently closed his eyes, not to sleep deeply, just to rest, to enjoy the peaceful moment. The fireflies continued their quiet dance. The turtle rested beside the spring, and the jungle watched peacefully over the small traveler. Hours passed quietly. Slowly, morning began to arrive. First, the sky became a little lighter. Then, soft golden sunlight began to pass through the leaves high above. One bird woke up, then another. Soon, gentle morning songs filled the jungle. The fireflies slowly disappeared as the sunlight grew stronger. Niku opened his eyes. For a moment he felt very calm and peaceful, very rested. The clear spring still flowed quietly beside him. The ancient tree stood tall and silent. The jungle looked fresh and alive again. Sunlight moved across the enormous roots of the old tree. Niku slowly stood up. He stretched his arms. Then he looked and took a deep breath of the cool morning air. The turtle moved gently toward the river. Before entering the water, it stopped. It turned its head toward Niku for a moment. Niku smiled softly. "Thank you," he said quietly. The turtle slowly slid into the clear water. The river carried it gently downstream. Niku watched until the turtle disappeared. Then He looked once more at the ancient tree, the quiet spring, and the peaceful jungle around him. He understood something important. The jungle does not show its beauty to people who hurry. It shows its secrets only to those who walk slowly and listen carefully. Niku took one final deep breath. Then he turned and began walking back along the jungle path. The river whispered softly beside him, and deep inside the forest, the quiet heart of the jungle continued beating peacefully and relaxingly forever.